I'm in a space where hurdle, hardship, opposition, problem, or issue is the lighter fluid and fire fuel that's guiding the missile to that top position and mission I've been trying to get to, but see, trying is not an option. When your grind is official, please, to start winning, stop whining, start living, stop dying, start doing, stop trying, start doing, stop trying, start doing, stop trying, please.
Prayer for today. Pay it forward, man. Uplift somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
We back. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Spider-Verse. I am one of your people, them. Shot Stimuli.
Yes, sir. I go by the name of El Jizzle.
That sounded wild. I like it though.
Jizzle.
Boardwalk Brown here, man. Like a giant?
Yeah.
Nah, if it's your first time here, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for tuning in. What we do here is we one of us sits in this chair, has an issue, gets the weight off. And
These the spotters.
We the spotters, man.
Yes, sir.
So I'm in the chair, right?
Boom.
So today, I'm gonna bring this to y'all. Right?
You gonna say it in Spanish?
Nah, I should.
You should. Yeah, you should.
should.
I mean,
bro.
you know, my Duolingo.
I'm bilingual. There's a difference.
But here's what I've been faced with recently. Some of my peoples have been joining crews and cliques and clans, and I'm not gonna lie. There's times where I kind of feel, I don't want to say left out, but I feel like I missed out on something bigger than me, right? I went to junior college coming out of high school in Iowa, middle of America. And the first time I went to a party at Iowa State, I was, you know, I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm in the Midwest. And at that time in the mid '90s, if some music from the East Coast played, we was excited. I don't care if it was when the East is in the house, we raising our flag, we, you know, going crazy. But when that Chicago house music would come on, I didn't know what to do. And in one of these parties, these dudes got in a circle and they was jumping around and they was bumping us and they was doing these steps and all of this, and it irked the shit out of me. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I had no clue what being a part of a fraternity was, right? So fast forward, I transferred to Delaware State and meet this brother, my other brothers that were there. And they got a crew. They got a crew already. And I get inserted and I'm part of this crew and I'm part of this fam. And I ain't gonna say we ran the campus or nothing like that.
We did.
But we were we were popular fish in a small pond.
Yeah.
And I had no need to look for another type of affiliation.
Right.
Makes sense.
Here I am, years later, I've encountered people that were alphas, sigmas, Qs. And once in a while, I wonder, what would it have been like to get online, pledge, and be a part of a brotherhood that lasts forever, that gets you perks and jobs, and, you know, you got all the things, paraphernalia, and you meet people like, oh, you license plates and all that. My wife is a Zeta. Sometimes it seems really cool, but we didn't do it.
Right.
So,
But that's the reason why we didn't do it, because we already felt
We
like
had
we
it.
had our
Yeah.
brothers, our brotherhood,
yeah,
and we did.
Yeah.
You can't take anything away from that. You can't take away what we were.
Can't change what we was, Chef.
I know you would have been a Q. I know that. For a fact.
Yo.
What? If I had to choose, of course.
Yeah. And Alpha's recruited me and Deb hard. Right? Did you know that? you didn't know that? Shout
They
to
was recruiting you?
rest in peace to Dr. Gorham.
Was it like Stomp the Yard? Did they come
Son.
over there? And...
Well, here's the thing. It went from the administration. So Dr. Gorham was the head of our department, right?
Yeah.
Mass Comm.
Mhm.
So he came and sat me and Dennis down and was like, listen, we really would love you guys to be a part of this organization.
So,
That's the Dr. Golden voice. I seen your voice
right.
went down and
Yeah,
out.
you heard the voice.
Nah, his voice is mad deep.
Yeah.
His voice is mad deep. And we was like, what? Like at that time, we youngin', bro. Like, fuck out of here, man. You know, fucking Alpha dog. We GH, baby.
From Brooklyn, baby. What you talking about?
Okay. So, and then when he explained it to us, because our knowledge of going over and pledging was school days and different world, right?
Basically.
Yeah.
So I'm remembering dudes squishing the banana in the toilet.
Put your hand in the bowl.
Right. Him being Sips, giving up the half pint and all that. So I'm like, I'm not doing that. You crazy?
That's all we knew. Yeah, that's.
And he's like, nah, it ain't like that. That's not how it is. Pledging is illegal. So we was like, wait, you telling us to go paper? Hazing is illegal. You telling us to go paper? I didn't know what paper was, but once dudes explained it to me, I was like, I'm not doing that. That's even worse.
What's that?
That's like you don't get hazed, but you do the official, fill out the paperwork, pay the bread, you know what I'm saying? And then you become whatever.
Oh,
But then he was like, nah, meet the dudes on campus. So I don't want to sound crazy.
It was a full recruitment session.
Nah, but I met the alphas on campus, right? And like I said, we was kind of the popular fish, man.
Wolves.
And then, not that they wasn't, all right. They was just different, man. They wasn't like us, man. You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. It wasn't the, oh man, that's hard to say.
Listen.
They was just different. It wasn't the representation like that I would have been like, hi, these are my brothers for life. You know what I'm saying?
That's my issue with it.
Yeah.
Outside of us having, people on campus from Brooklyn that we roll with every day, put that aside, I have a personal problem, and I explain this shit to my kids all the time. I have a personal problem with calling someone my brother just because we represent the same color, the same fraternity, the same whatever.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
the-
you.
I might not
You're
even know
from
you.
fucking New Jersey, you're from fucking Maryland, you're from Virginia, and we're all brothers. I don't even can't remember your name. I have a
Right.
problem with that.
Yeah.
But apparently when you go online,
That was what I was
when you go, like if we would all go online together, you would form
they form
a brotherhood. And now this clique, these people we pledge with are the brothers. Everybody else is frat or whatever, but
So you mean like chapters? Is that what you mean?
not just chapters, but yeah,
So,
definitely
like,
chapters, but
Yeah, each fraternity, sorority, they'll have a line that goes over.
Okay.
So your line, like you'll be cool with your line of people.
yeah.
Okay.
So he
like
had
every-
10 people on her line. I think
Right.
she was number 10, whatever, but
My
Mm.
niece went over. She's a Delta. She went over last year sometime. It was 50-something people on her
on the
line.
line?
It was, yeah.
That's
I think it was
wild.
56, 57 people on her line.
That's wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I
Shout
will
out
say
to my
that-
niece. Shout out to my niece, by the way, doing big things. She's she just graduated RN. Now she's working at
Okay.
Emory right now. So
Get money.
good job, Ava. It's really Ave, but I call her Ava.
So question.
Yeah.
So knowing what you know now,
Yeah.
you're not using your teenage brain to make decisions.
Right.
If you were offered the opportunity now to be a part of any one of those
Like grad
organizations,
chapter or
Yeah.
just that's what I think about. That's what made me think about this because I see people doing grad chapter. My cousin CJ, shout out to him. He just crossed. I think he's Sigma or something like that. Would I do it? Is what you're asking me?
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't do
So,
it. Unless y'all doing it.
we all crew, right? We all. I go down. We all go down. We all crew, right?
Ain't nobody about the crew.
Ain't nobody but a crew, bro.
I wouldn't want to be the only one, but
So
like yo, shots are Q now. Word.
Yeah, word.
That's funny.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like yo, these my brothers over here. These my Q brothers. You know, like
yeah.
And then my thing was, would they respect me right now?
no,
Like a grad, like at
No.
this age,
no.
I go to the barbecue with a paraphernalia on. They're like, where you went? Oh, yeah, I went to Del State. When you cross?
20,
25?
I'll be like, oh nah, get the
like,
boo this man.
like 19, 25? Like, nah, 20, 25?
It said 19.
like who pledged you?
No.
You in here?
Right. For some
For some
marijuana.
marijuana? Like,
This is so bull.
yeah. Like, I wouldn't want to be that guy. And they wouldn't even tell me to my face. They'd be like, okay, fam. And I do the little handshake, whatever. And
they'd be like, nah, this thing.
This fake ass.
Yeah.
Fake ass, Q. He branded and everything. I got the tattoo and all that. Like,
man,
And then another thing that I remember that I know I'm not the best like dancer, footwork type situation. And not saying I gotta do it, but when they go over, they do like some routine shit.
Yeah.
And that scares the fuck out of me.
That's
You
scared.
did win that dance championship in '98.
You don't remember that?
You remember that?
You don't remember that?
Listen,
So,
I'm not going out on the yard with people with the candles and all of that, and I gotta get all my shit right with the big brother, almighty, and I gotta say all that. If I fuck up, and they looking at me like, yo, we ain't cross because of you, man. You ain't remember the steps, man. Like, I'm not dealing with that type of pressure.
nah, bro.
Something's wrong with you, man.
I'm just saying, that's a lot of
And
pressure.
to think about that now is wild.
Bro.
Like,
But that's why I didn't do it, because sometimes he be asking me like, yo, why you never considered? I'm like, yo, listen.
man.
Go on that, then if people have to cross, it'd be nighttime. Like, yo, said that the queue's crossing or the signal's
everybody
crossing.
out there watching.
And then you out there watching, and you like, go ride, get it right. And I be messing up. Dropping the candle or something.
Nah, man.
Nah, I ain't doing that,
That's
man.
just never my thing.
Nah,
I just never.
you ain't trying to be Greek. I mean, African Greek.
Nah.
Greek.
Just never.
Yo, I don't know enough, man. It just seems
I guess at that point I didn't know enough, but even still, like.
But if you went to a
today-
PWI, you would have probably, they'd have got you. They'd have got you.
Hell no.
So if you was a D1 ball player or something, or if you wasn't a ball player,
definitely wasn't pledging nothing there.
if you wasn't a ball player, and they uses on cameras because of your smarts, right?
They would have got me.
They'd have got you.
I would have pledged Alpha Pies.
Yup. It'd have been you, Lakeem, and Jamal would have been the only ones.
Like,
And they already alphas, so they got you. But Akeem, come on.
nah.
I can see it.
Nah, but no bullshit. Like, we just thought, like, it wasn't just me. I remember it was me, OC. It was a couple of other people in that freshman class that was in Conwell. And, like, we really just thought we was too cool. Like, we would see the frats and all that going, walk around on campus. We was like, what?
Right.
I got to listen to you tell me what?
Right.
You know where I'm from?
Yeah.
You know what that'll get done to you right now? So, I just.
What if it humbled you, brother? What if it made you a better man at 19, 18 years
I'll
old?
tell you what, as Ernest Davis Jr.'s child, humbling at that age wasn't gonna happen. Yeah, my pops. Listen, my pops is a wild dude. I'll never forget the story of all stories that I tell people about my pops. Every kind of wild dude he is. Two of them, real quick one. One, at about 65, 66, he was going to beat up and or stab some man in Prospect Park for going across his line while he was fishing. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, broad daylight Prospect Park people. You don't know. Came down here for Memorial Day weekend one year. Sitting outside the front of the house. Had a visitor come through. My pops was sitting out front. He was like, yeah, man, I just wanted to tell you, it was good to meet you. My brother was there. He was like, yeah, you raised some, I just wanted to tell you raised some really fine sons. Them some good young men. You know what my father said? I know. And kept doing what he was doing. That was his response. I know. And act like the dude wasn't even there no more. And kept back doing what he was doing. I'm like, yo, this is a wild guy. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, as the child of that, there was no way I was going to handle, you got to get over here. 800 hours. Be over here, have my shirt pressed, starch.
I think that's just military that you're talking. I think that's the Marine.
That was a military voice.
That was definitely.
At least ROTC.
That was Colonel Taylor.
That's the big brother on my
No,
team.
that was Colonel Taylor. That
wasn't
Ron Johnson.
Not Colonel Taylor.
That was Colonel Taylor. Big sister, gorgeous one, man.
I think, and I hate that it comes off as, I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I hate that it comes off that way, but there's a difference. And if you've never been to New York, if you're not from New York, you wouldn't understand it.
Yes,
there's like a certain, I don't even know what it is.
Well, we have Brooklyn people that obviously have pledged. Like, I got friends that are kappas that.
Well,
yeah.
Depends on where they went to school at.
Yeah, but he was my boy Devon was in Maryland, so that's PWI. It's a little
Depends
different.
on where you go to school at. So
Yeah. But I mean, listen,
man.
I told High at the last time with the homecoming, I feel like if High would have been, a Q,
Oh my
right?
God.
Just think about it.
Right.
Because he was our, Del State OG. I feel like we would have been
We probably would have lined up.
We would have considered it.
Yeah, we probably would have considered it. He probably was trying to talk us into it too.
I mean, it would have been a thing, right?
Maybe
it wouldn't have been a thing because he would have knocked down that stereotype. But
True.
like even when he started working, he was like one of the only people on campus in the beginning that was working and going to school. That motivated me to get a job while I was in school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think he would have knocked down that stereotype, and we would have probably said,
Yeah.
Because I'm sure he would have been like, yo, it ain't that serious. These niggas just listen to their bullshit. You know,
Right.
knock their fucking head off in a minute after. But
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And they don't have to play with you regardless because they know who you are and
Yeah.
hang out with.
Yeah.
So he might have said some shit like that. And like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
He might have
You know what I
considered
mean?
it. Yeah, he might have considered it.
I agree. But I can imagine you as a Q. As a Q.
Man, listen. Listen, man, John Q out this bitch. You know what I mean?
I thought Bugs was gonna pledge, but he
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah. He might have been online at one point. Was he online?
I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think you should definitely try to.
To consider grad
Yeah, you should
chapter?
consider grad chapter.
Which way should I go? Should I call the alphas again?
I mean, it's up to you.
It seems like they got your info already. They got your recruiting info. So
You got to do the color thing. Is it do those colors blend
Those are
well with your personality?
golden black is alpha. Q is what? Purple?
purple and gold.
Purple
Like
and
the
gold.
Lakers.
Well, that lady already thought I was a Q that morning. When I
Oh, yeah,
You're
well,
not
yeah.
the Q. You're not the Q.
I'm not. It's not me.
Yeah, I don't think you're Q
You got to
material.
be a certain hue.
Yeah, I don't think you're Q
I'm
material.
too light.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
What's the ones with the canes?
That's a cap.
Kappa?
Yeah.
That's
That's a cap on you all day.
Red and white too. You know you like red too. Then. Yeah.
Damn.
Kappa
Damn, son.
I don't even know how to take that.
Kaepernick, son. Kaepernick.
Oh man.
Kappadonna.
Cap. Yo, no cap, man.
No.
Like my 9-year-old says, Daddy, no cap.
Son.
Chance the Kappa.
Yo.
Listen. Obviously, we are ignorant.
Yo.
We are ignorant to fraternity life.
Jesus
we are not
Christ.
disrespecting it in any way. We just ignorant.
Yeah,
So
shout out
I
to
would-
all the fraternities.
Shout out
sororities.
to Divine Nine.
Divine
And,
Nine, for real.
yeah, the Divine Nine.
I'm jealous, B.
Yeah, low key,
Jealous,
we
B.
might be jealous, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, definitely taking no shine off of them because they are who they are and they do what they do.
Shit fire, man.
And I also would say to anybody, any of our young viewers that are either in college now or about to go to college, that is something that you should consider. Especially because our story is different because there was about 10 of us
Yeah, on
every
campus.
day going to eat lunch, going to
Yeah.
eat dinner, going to different classes, living together. Totally different situation. Now, if you go to school and you don't know anybody there, or you got 1 or 2 people, you should definitely consider it because they are lifelong
bonds.
Yeah, bonds,
Right.
it's lifelong connections.
Yeah,
it's,
connections.
yeah,
For
it's
real.
all of that. So I
Yeah.
mean, and really, a lot of them, as far as like the community service work they do, and a lot of the stuff that the organizations do outside of just the
That's
stepping
another
and all
part I
that
didn't
we
know.
see.
Yeah.
Like I
didn't know
do
that
think a
either.
lot of that, like they do contribute a lot to just normal everyday things as far as the way society goes. They do have like fundraisers, they have community service events, so they do actually do stuff. So definitely something that do your research on if it's something you want to consider. But don't let us talk you out of it because we're jerks.
Yeah, we're just talking about our experience. It's totally
Yeah.
different.
And I was pro-black. I was like, if it was an African instead of Greek, I would have done it, brother. Back in 95.
You needed it to be black, fi black.
Yeah.
If they would have came in the 90s in that era with
Yeah.
some type of reinvigorated Black Panther Party type
Right.
shit, I would
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, we'll probably. I would have done that.
Yeah,
that I
yeah,
would have done.
But it probably is black. I just don't know the history,
We
man.
don't know, man.
I don't know enough.
Don't know. Don't show. We don't care about what's going on campus, man.
Don't do that. That's too close. That's too
Yeah,
close.
see,
That's too
that's
close.
too close.
That's too close.
Son,
All right.
Is that what they do?
Too close. It's too close to other things.
Hey,
Hey, listen.
they love it though.
Hey,
That's what they wanted.
hey.
son.
In today's news,
You into that?
New upcoming podcast show. Taken completely.
Cameras and everything were confiscated.
See, with slow motion doing it. Nah, bro. His views are his views and his views only. Okay? Shit.
Oh man,
That is hilarious,
we
bro.
got a good choreographed routine now. We got to pledge. Fuck that.
Son,
I'm pledging.
all we gotta do is watch the Stomp the Yard intro a couple times. We should be okay.
I like that. I was in Stomp the Yard too as an extra.
I
Let's
know.
do it.
That's it.
This is it.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all.
Out of here.
Start doing, stop trying. Start doing, stop trying. Please.